Pode.
And what do you think is the importance of hospital medicine knowledge in graduation and internship?
So if I understand your question, are you asking should we alter training
I
to
mean,
better
should we
prepare?
teach them in university
Yeah.
before graduation?
So I don't know the answer to that for Brazil because I don't know that much about the way training is. In the U.S., it's kind of funny. People ask this question a lot. Should we have hospitalist residency training programs? Well, I think the answer is we always have had hospitalist residency programs in the U.S. for 50 or 75 years. We've been training internal medicine doctors to be hospitalists, even though that job didn't exist. All the training, or not all, but nearly all training for internal medicine doctors has been in the hospital. And so my father is an internal medicine doctor, he's retired, but all of his training was in the hospital. The day he finished his training, he went out and spent about 70% of his time in outpatient care. He still did a lot of hospital work all of his career, but most of his time was in outpatient care. And he got very little training in that in his residency program. So I think we've already been training doctors to do well in the hospital. Where we don't do well in the U.S. is training doctors to perform well in the outpatient setting.
And do
So
you
that's
think
the
we should
different
change
training.
it, like to change something in America?
Maybe, yes, and better trained doctors to provide outpatient care.
Yes, exactly.
Potentially. I mean, there's people much smarter than me that think about these issues.
But it's exactly the same here, because our students and internal medicine residents only have knowledge inside the hospital.
Yes, right.
Not outside.
Right. And it's different.
Yeah.
Actually, we should learn more about preventing diseases so patients not arrive in hospital that bad, right?
Yes, and even if the pathophysiology, it's the same wherever the patient is, but the tools you have available to take care of a patient are different inside the hospital, outside the hospital. In the hospital, you say, let's order some labs and I'll have the result this afternoon and we'll do something. In the outpatient, you order labs and maybe you get them 3 days later and the patient's at home. Now what do you do? And so it's just a whole different approach, and we need people to be very good at both.
Yeah, maybe sometimes if you ask some exams, the patient will not come back with the results.
That's right.
In Brazil, it happens a lot, so you just
yeah.
lose the patient.
In the U.S. too, yeah. Common in the U.S.
And how this reality is? I think this question already is answered. And why hospital medicine matters to young doctors?
So it is, hospital medicine is very popular with young doctors in the U.S., and a question is, will people be able to do it for their whole career? Can you find people who will be a hospitalist for 40 years, 35 years of their career? And no one knows the answer yet because it hasn't been around long. Some people are concerned because the work is hard and involves working at night and weekends more than most other jobs, and that can be hard on people over their whole career. People at the beginning of their career don't worry about that yet. They're not